There is one single solitary question that every single narcissist asks themselves before they do anything for you. How does this benefit me? How does this benefit them? And because a narcissist, toxic person, or an abusive person ask themselves that question, you should ask yourself that question as well. How does this benefit the abuser? How does this benefit the narcissist? Before I engage with them, you have to ask yourself, how does this benefit them? That's what we're talking about today, y'all. Just engaging with a narcissistic person, an abusive person. Of course, if you're new here, I'm Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist myself, and I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and to validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, toxic traits, and all the other stuff. I haven't said that in a long time right there, y'all. That used to be my intro. Validated everybody, but now I switched it up a little bit, right? We change up as time has went along and whatnot, y'all. But let's hop right into it. How does this benefit them? Because thinking from the mind of a narcissist, whether you're a narcissist or not, you're going to have this thought process. You're going to see this operating or see this happening in real life in real time, because this is the selfish nature of narcissistic people makes them ask this question right here, right? Because as you all know, most narcissists, most abusive people lack genuine empathy, right? They lack the genuine ability to necessarily care for others or the ability to put themselves in the shoes of other people, right? So that makes sense, right? So if I lack the ability to put myself in the shoes of other people, how on earth am I going to be able to do something for you that is not beneficial to me? Seriously. That's one thing you have to ask yourself about right here. How on earth is this narcissistic person, whoever, going to be able to do something that benefits them that doesn't benefit them? How on earth are they going to be able to do something that doesn't benefit them in any way, shape, or form, but also do something for me? That's literally what you have to ask yourself when you're dealing with somebody who thinks like this, right? Because we as narcissistic people lack the ability to have so much empathy, that lack the ability for an empathetic connection, what we do is we substitute that with cold calculation. We're always calculating. Now, I know about a lot of people going to say, when I say cold calculation, a lot of people is going to think it's intentional. Like narcissistic people wake up and think about how they're going to manipulate everybody throughout the day. That could be true for some, but I don't believe that's true for all. That could absolutely be true for a lot of narcissists, a lot of toxic people, but I don't think it's true for all. Because I think, let me put my narcissist hat on, y'all. Damn, I thought I had a narcissist hat. Dang it. I don't have one today. But if I were to put on my narcissist hat, just imagine a big old hat with the letter N on top of it, right? I am not doing it. I'm not waking up with ill intent every single day. Just like a computer monitor, if you're on an Apple or an iPad or whatever, or maybe a MacBook or iMac, and a notification will come up on your computer that says, programs running in the background. You won't see it running, but it's still actively running, right? You won't see the program that is running. It's behind other stuff. That's how I believe the narcissistic part of a narcissist works, right? Sometimes they know exactly what they're doing. They plan it out, they plot it. But I think most of it, it's really is a program running in the back of my mind that's making me do this stuff. Now, that's not an excuse for my behaviors or anybody else's behavior. Do not take it as such. Lee just made excuses for narcissist behavior. No, the hell he did not. He's giving you a reasoning. He's not giving you an excuse. Hell no. That's not what I'm doing here. So don't you dare. Don't you dare. Hell no. That is not what we do here, right? We don't do that here. No. That is not absolutely not what's happening. That is absolutely not what's going on. But that's the thought process behind it a lot of times. We are doing it. We know we are doing it. We don't know why we are doing it, right? Before you ask a narcissist a question or you ask them to do something for you, you have to know that right there, right? There has to be something that you acknowledge. It has to be something that directly benefits them in some way, shape, or form. It really does. Even when they're trying to hoover you back into the relationship, even they're trying to hoover you or suck you back into the relationship, that's not about genuine love. I know a lot of y'all be like, well, they must genuinely care about me if they try to suck me back into the relationship. That's not always gonna be true. Them hoovering you could just in their minds, I'm trying to get you back into a relationship because it makes my life easier. It makes my life easier. You still help out with the kids. You pay half the bills. You do this. You pick me up from my job. You cook. You clean. You do whatever. You fix things around the house. You see how you just made my life easier? So me hoovering is not necessarily about because I love and care about you. It's because it benefits me. So before, even as a narcissist, before I reach out to somebody, that question runs through my head. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this right here? Why is this? Why do I have this going on? Why am I operating in this space right here? Because this is how the mindset of a lot of narcissistic people works right here. I was like, what is that in my head? That's my daughter's drawing right there. I was like, what is that on my head? I like little red dots in my head. That's my daughter's drawing. I was like about to go crazy. I was like, wait a minute, what is this right here? So it's all about supply. It's not about deep love and deep connection. I know a lot of y'all were like, well, I want it to be about deep love and deep connection. Look, I wish that could be true for everybody, right? I want you to have that deep love and connection that you might be seeking, but it might not be from this type of person right here, y'all. That's one thing you have to understand. That deep love and connection that you might be seeking might not be coming from the narcissistic, abusive person. That just doesn't work. It just doesn't work that way right there, right? Because that doesn't happen. Even when a narcissist, it's not even always about hoovering. Sometimes their niceness, them being kind, is also sometimes them being kind is also it has to be to benefit them. I'm being nice to you because I want something from you. I'm being mean to you because I want something from you, or I don't want something from you. I'm being mean to you because I want you to leave me alone. I want silence from you. You see what I'm saying? I want lack of communication from you. I want disconnect from you. If I'm disconnecting from you and I'm treating you badly, sometimes I want to break up with you, but I want you to be the one that ends it because that protects me, that keeps me safe, that helps my mind go a certain type of way, right? That's what ends up going on inside the mentality, inside the mind of narcissistic people. It goes down exactly like this, right? This is a big part of the process. This is how it goes on and on. So it's just, I know it's difficult, right? I know it's difficult for you to imagine or to think like this, right? Because your mind doesn't actively work this way. A narcissist does, though. My mind works this way. I know you just, sometimes people watch my videos and they're just blown away, especially when I'm doing like a coaching call or whatever. People will be watching my video and say, will watch my video and say something like that, say something along those lines of, you sound just like my narcissistic partner, but I just don't get it. I don't get why they would say this or why they would do that. I say, I understand it. I get it. I definitely understand it. And that's what ends up happening, right? Because my mind does work that way. And I have gotten very good at verbalizing my thought process, at telling people exactly why a narcissist is doing exactly what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? That's why I got good at this. That's why I'm very good at what I do. I know people are just like, Lee, how do you understand this? My mind does work that way. Yours doesn't. And that's not a slight on you. I know you're like, well, Lee, you sound like you're bragging. No, I'm bragging about having a narcissistic mindset. No, hell no, I'm not bragging on that. I'm just telling you, this is how I got to the point where I'm at right now. I'm able to successfully navigate this, right? I'm able to successfully go about this way. And it's because my mind does work similar to theirs. My mind does work similar to your narcissistic ex or your narcissistic partner. So it makes sense that I'm able to understand it and rationalize it a little bit better than you are, right? That's why I do my one-on-one calls. That's why I talk to people over Zoom, mentalhealness.net. I also offer a text messaging service as well going forward. I do a lot of this stuff because it does have a direct benefit in it, right? It really does. So that's why I'm just telling you right now, straight up, this is a part of it. Your mind, this is like the more you try to understand their mind, sometimes the more you end up empathizing with them. So I'm not telling you to not try to understand your partner or not try to be there for your partner. I'm just saying the deeper you try to go into their mindset and why they do the things that they do, sometimes the deeper you get stuck, right? And I know there's a lot of people don't want to get stuck and whatnot, right? And this is what ends up happening. And I think a lot of people end up going through this so much, man. A lot of people end up going through this much. A lot of people end up going through this much. A lot of people end up going through this stuff because it can be this detracting. It can be exhausting. Imagine dealing with this type of personality dynamic for such a long time that it is going to exhaust you. As a person with a healthy mindset, a healthy emotional rationalizations and things like that, this type of person is going to exhaust you over time because you start to get to the point where you understand that they don't know, like I said, that everything that they do is coming from a place of selfish intent. Me, 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 me. Sound like one of those rhythms, like me, 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 me. So this is why I'm doing this video right here, to teach you how to recognize this. I did a couple of coaching calls very recently where people have asked me, Lee, well, how do I communicate? I don't want to leave. I can't leave right now. I have kids. I have this. I have that. How do I communicate with them and get them to do what I do, get them to do something that I actually want them to do? And I tell people, you have to ask yourself that question first. How does this benefit them? And sometimes you have to sell it to them like that. You have to, first of all, you have to stroke their ego. So sometimes you might have to pacify them and stroke their ego, make them feel good about themselves, stroke their ego, so give them a compliment, and then ask them for something in a way that is beneficial to them, right? Hey, this could help us out. This could help both of us out. Hey, this will make you look great. Hey, you're an amazing parent, whatever. But this right here, doing this can make you look even better, right? They're worried about their ego. They're worried about their image. They're worried about how other people view them. So a lot of times this type of stuff is going, if you're trying to communicate with them or trying to get leverage on them, ask yourself that simple question that narcissists ask themselves. How does this benefit me? Because when you're on your side of things, you have to damn near make it a mutually beneficial situation. You have to make it win-win, right? Narcissists are trying to win. You have to make it win-win. You have to make it to the point where they feel like they're winning something and you're also winning something at the same time, which could be, like I said, which could, again, mean you're taking some losses. But that's the best I got right here, y'all. Maybe if I knew more about your situation, I can go a little bit more in depth with it. That's why I do my coaching calls. But this information is kind of generalized, right? Because I know as someone diagnosed with NPD, I understand it. I understand that the narcissist in your life is just a selfish, conceited person, right? So they're going to do everything from a place of selfish benefit, of selfish need, of selfish want. So that's how you have to think about them, right? They're not doing anything from the kindness of their own heart. So you can prepare for that. If you're dealing with somebody who behaves like this or who acts like this or who thinks like this, you understand that damn near everything that they do, whether it's nice or mean or whatever, everything that they do has an ulterior motive attached to it. There's something else going on. This is not just the only thing. There's something else going on here that they might be trying to do. There's something else going on behind the scenes that they might be trying to get into. Something that's going on behind the scenes that they are trying to benefit from. So even if they're nice to you, there could be something bad coming up later on. Even if they're mean to you, they could be mean, starting an argument so they can go out and cheat, right? We were arguing, that's why I went out and clapped somebody else's cheeks. You see how that goes right there? That's the mentality it goes into right there, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning into this video. If you got something from this video, make sure you give a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button as well, y'all. It helps reach more people. Somebody else gave it a thumbs up. Somebody else gave a previous video, hit a thumbs up, and it reached you. And it helped you, didn't it? Also, check out my website, mentalhealness.net, for all things Lee Hammock. Hit that subscribe button, and I am out. Peace.